My name is Eero. I'm representing here the Nordic Council of Ministers and one of the funders of this one. So I'd like to, on behalf of the Nordic Council of Ministers and the Fisheries group, I'd like to wish you very welcome to that. In fact, they have that group. They have a meeting at the moment in Iceland, in Stykkiholm. So they started today their meeting there. But we are here considering recreational fishery. And few words about that. That was the main argument that recreational fishery deserves some attention among politicians and administrators in Nordic countries and in Nordic cooperation. Well, 10 years ago we visited this topic in Nordic Council of Ministers, and now it's the high time to revisit that and see what development and what has happened with that. Yesterday we were discussing a little bit about the definitions and the first steps. Oh, now we're stuck. That was scary a bit.
Leave it open.
Yeah, leave it there.
Otherwise we never leave it.
Yeah, how we like to define the recreational fishing. And I was learning now from the ICS working group a definition for that. I checked that yesterday evening, and that's how they defined it last year, recreational fishing. It's a capture or attempt to capture of living aquatic resources, mainly for leisure or personal consumption. That's the first point. And that covers active fishing methods including line spear, hand gathering, and then passive fishing methods like nets, traps, rods, and satellites. I think that's kind of good starting point when we consider the whole recreational fishery, which varies from country to country, as we heard yesterday. So that's one point. We know that it's a rather complex issue. It's not easy. Independently how we did try to and like to define the recreational fishery. Well, to share fish resources is difficult even in simple Finnish society. Why is that we can't share our natural resources? Well, in Finland, a couple of words about that. Fishing has always had a special place in people's hearts. That's one point. And 2012, the estimate was that 1.7 million Finnish people were practicing fishing annually. And that eventually means that we have 1.7 professional and skillful experts which have their own view, and that's the only right view they have. So that creates a little bit of problems. In addition, we have 186,000 lakes. And plus the Baltic Sea, and that's our playground for the fishery. Well, you may imagine how much problems that creates, because most of them are privately owned. And thus it is easy to understand that managing this kind of gang is far from easy. Let's see what kind of fishery we have. Sometimes it's the recreational fishery is very long, and sometimes you are not alone when you are practicing your recreational fishery. That's the ice fishing competition. Yeah, some recreational fishermen they like to stand in the water, and some recreational fishermen don't like to stand in the water. fishery that suits for youngsters and seniors. That's for sure. Even our cousins have learned how to go spearfishing, or vice versa. Depends on your angle. And sometimes even scientists can catch some fish. That's from the Baltic Sea. I was 25 years younger at that time. So that's also possible. Well, one thing is that the exploitation of fish and shellfish resources has become an important conservation issue. You can't get rid of that. And that's in global scale. So you are involved in that. And there's increasing evidence to accumulating that recreational fishing sector deserves consideration and contributors to exploitation of fish stocks also in marine environment and inland waters. That's for sure. And recreational fishery has potential to affect fish and shellfish stocks and fisheries in both directions, positive or negative, depends on your targets. And one thing is that the lack of global monitoring compiling of statistics on recreational fishing participation, harvest and catch and release has retarded our ability to understand the magnitude of this fishing sector. We don't really know enough yet. And to my mind, key questions are, firstly, how important recreational fishery is in resource exploitation and conservation. What does it mean? Secondly, how to take that into account. Now I'm speaking about the European perspective, the European Union perspective. So common fishery policy is one, and then the national legislation is the second one. And then the combined management, local management or international management. How to take that into account? And how much do we actually know about it? And how to enhance our knowledge by cooperation. The cooperation like this we have started yesterday and continuing today and tomorrow. I think the first target is the recreational fishery data. I think supposing it's good, but finding out is much better. That we have some real facts to use. And secondly, let's go from the assumptions and storytelling to science-based knowledge. Then we have some to lean on, and that's much better approach. I think cooperation is power and kind of freewheeling. That freewheeling crossed my mind. That's loan from Bob Dylan's first long play. That was freewheeling. And that's why it's here. So, freewheeling today, tomorrow. Please do that. And it's a must. Thank you.